and I'm going to be doing original songs for you for as long as I can. My computer's making a sound now that doesn't sound good. I don't like that. I hope it's not breaking. That would be terrible. Okay, so let me just set up a few windows here. I got to click on a few things, and then I'll be all set to start playing you some original songs. Let me click on that, and then let me get my windows all aligned, because there's so many things here that I have to take care of to get this all so I can see everything. Okay, where's this window? Okay, there's that window. I think I got all my windows. Nope, there goes a window. Okay. Oh, already, Marie, thank you so much for the rose. I haven't even started playing yet. I really appreciate the rose. So I might as well start with my new song, my latest single. Should I start with that? Or should I wait? All right, I'm going to start with my latest single. And I'm just going to play it without telling the whole story behind it. Because I have to... Okay, I will start with the latest single. All the greatest paintings ever made would pale next to your angel face. Your heaven's greatest work of art, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. A night sky brushed with a silvery glow. You and me on a blanket below. I marvel at how beautiful you are, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. Thank you so much for the roses, Marie. If I never see the moon again, if tomorrow never comes, I'll be fulfilled, I'll be content, 'cause you've taught me what it means to love. Or is it Mary? I'm the happiest man in all of creation. These moments with you are a revelation. As I look through the window to your heart, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. The morning's gonna come again, the sun is gonna rise, this picture-perfect night will end, but this love of ours will never die. I take your hand and I kiss your lips. Your very presence is a gift. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. With the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. Oh, thank you so much, S Money, for 3 roses. That's so awesome. Thank you. Is it Marie or is it Mary? I don't know how you can tell me by typing this. Thank you so much. That's my new single. So you can download it from my website, actually. You can also stream it on Spotify or any of the streaming platforms. I have a lyric video on YouTube that you can watch. So it's Marie. Is that the one I said second? I already forgot what I said second. Thank you so much, Michael. I'm glad you like it. All right. I don't have my set list planned at all, but I was just thinking about, I haven't done this song in a while, and I noticed the shirt I'm wearing. Maybe you noticed. It says Brown University, because I went there. I was asked that a couple of times on recent lives. People asked me where I went to college. And I went there, and it was a really great place to go to school, but I actually have a lot of regret that I didn't take advantage. Oh, Mary. Okay. So I didn't take full advantage because I was doing too much, I guess you'd say, well, we'll just say partying. Actually, so that became the first line of this song. And it's a song of regret. It's not all about college, but it starts out about that. I partied way too hard. Watched my college years go up in smoke. I messed up at my job. I've bought high and I've sold low. Sometimes I've tried too much, others not enough. I hate that I've been unkind. Got a list a mile long of all that I've done wrong, but let me tell you what I've realized. I've made mistakes, both big and small. I've got regrets about them all. But if there was just one I had the power to undo, the worst thing I've ever done was hurting you. I got it through my head. Now we both know that I'm the one to blame. I'd say sorry till I'm dead, if maybe it would make you feel okay. You were so good to me, in my mind I can see the way it should have been. The dream I have in life is I could make it right, and you might let me in again. 'Cause I've made mistakes, both big and small. I've got regrets about them all. But if there was just one I had the power to undo, the worst thing I've ever done was hurting you. The worst thing I've ever done was hurting you. Hurting you. That is already on Spotify. I'm so glad you like it. Oh, thank you, Dan, for the rose. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pickle, for the follow, and also everybody who's followed so far. Wait a second. Follower. One new message. Oh, thank you, Hexbar, for the nice comment. Oh, yeah, I think I remember you, Danielle. Didn't you make a comment? And you commented, right? Thank you, Mason, for the follow. Thank you, Bryce, for the follow. So, actually, the reason I played that song, besides the fact that I'm wearing this shirt, is because I did something that I have never done with other songs, but I wrote a sequel to that song. And so I'm going to play a sequel. And both of these are on Spotify and also on my website. Thanks, Chase. Oh, thank you, Katie, for the follow. So I wrote a sequel to that song. And this one's like it's an apology and a thank you and a promise. But I wanted to write this not as it's a love song, but not one of those right off into the sunset love songs. I wanted it to be, something, a promise that could be kept. Thank you, Danielle, for sharing. And I encourage everybody, please share if you're enjoying this. Invite your friends. Anyway, here it goes. I said a lot of things I shouldn't. I guess I took more than I gave. Things you asked me to, I wouldn't. You really hate who I became. Still, you kept the faith in who I always was. Now I'll give it all I've got to really earn your love. I want to make you happy as it's possible to be. 'Cause baby, I love you madly, and you can always count on me. If you need a hand, an ear, or a shoulder, whatever I can do, I'll do it gladly. 'Cause my heart's one desire is I want to make you happy. Could be fighting off some disaster, or just saving you a trip to the store, or a neck rub so you'll feel pampered, or some togetherness behind closed doors. Anything to bring your world a little light. Every day until the day I bid this world goodbye. I want to make you happy as it's possible to be. 'Cause baby, I love you madly, and you can always count on me. If you need a hand, an ear, or a shoulder, whatever I can do, I'll do it gladly. 'Cause my heart's one desire is I want to make you happy. I can't promise roses 24/7 or an endless state of blissful heaven. But even on the worst of days, you'll know I'm with you all the way. I want to make you happy as it's possible to be. 'Cause baby, I love you madly, and you can always count on me. If you need a hand, an ear, or a shoulder, whatever I can do, I'll do it gladly. 'Cause my heart's one desire is I want to make you happy. If you need a hand, an ear, or a shoulder, whatever I can do, I'll do it gladly. 'Cause my heart's one desire is I want to make you happy. I want to make you happy. I want to make you happy. Oh, thank you, Lauren. I'm so glad you like it. Oh, thank you for the follow, share, Claire, and for the share, Lauren. And I'm glad it makes you happy. Thank you, Melody. Thank you so much. What song was that? That was my song. These are all original songs. The one I did before was called The Worst Thing, and this one was called I Want to Make You Happy. And I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Thank you, Lauren. I'm so glad, and thank you for the follow if I didn't say that already. Thank you, Isa. So the first song I did, which was my new single, is A Rembrandt Star. Then I did The Worst Thing, and that one was I Want to Make You Happy. These are all songs that I wrote. My music is on Spotify It's on all the streaming platforms. It's also on my website, SethHillaryJackson.com. Hey, Emiliano! Thank you so much. Thank you for that so much. Great to see you, as always. And you can download the music on my website, actually, even for free. It's like name your own price, although I might change it because I want to get people signed up for my newsletter. So I might change it to for free with an email. But as of right now, most of the songs are name your own price, starting at $0. So there's a link in my bio, by the way. It takes you to a smart link, which takes you to my website and my Spotify and all my not all my streaming platforms, but also all my socials. Thank you, Claire, so much. So what's next? All right. I just happened to click on this song, so I'm going to do it. It's a sad song. It's a sad song that I like to say is sad in the most positive way possible. Evan, thank you so much for that. That is a dinosaur, I believe. Thank you. Thank you so much. I totally appreciate it. It's great to see you as always. And thank you. Anyway, you'll see what I mean. That might not make sense until you hear the song, and then hopefully you'll. We've both been busy these days, haven't had much to say. Neither one of us seems to mind it that way. We don't go out anymore. We never touch anymore. We both seem to have one foot out the door. We were in love, but now it's time. You go your way and I'll go mine. Let's make this a goodbye with affection. There's no regret, no bad intentions, no drama, no deception. Just two people headed in opposite directions. No way to work it all out. Nothing to argue about. We both want different things. There's just no common ground. You know, we had a good run. We just ran out of sun. I'm always gonna smile when I look back on us. We were in love, but now it's time. You go your way and I'll go mine. Let's make this a goodbye with affection. There's no regret, no bad intentions, no drama, no deception. Just two people headed in opposite directions. I am who I am. You are who you are. It's nobody's fault. We just grew apart. We were in love, but now it's time. You go your way and I'll go mine. Let's make this a goodbye with affection. There's no regret, no bad intentions, no drama, no deception. Just two people headed in opposite directions. We're just two people headed in opposite directions. Opposite directions. opposite directions. Thank you so much, Tink. Thank you for the follow, Lakin. Thank you so much. And it's called Opposite Directions. And thank you for the follow, Nobody's Girl. Oh, you know what? I just realized there's a button I forgot to click to set this up. I mean, it probably won't affect anything that you can, from your end, but it'll affect something from my end. And it might affect things from your end. I'm not exactly sure how this works. But I have now clicked on it. Better late than never, I think. So, let's see. What can we do? Oh, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to do a very serious song, actually, that means really a lot to me. I don't know if you saw if you've been watching my story videos, the story of my music and my life videos. But in there, I mentioned, oh, well, I think that's a good thing, right, Claire? What's crazy, Emiliano? No, I actually have not sung. Oh, you know Now and Then? I have not. I was thinking about that because I, it's like I have a couple of sad songs and that's one of them. And I did, okay, I'm glad. So if that's a request, I'll do Now and Then, although it's kind of weird to do two sad songs in a row, but what the heck? I guess there's no reason why I shouldn't do two sad songs in a row, right? This one, well, all of these songs have some element of truth in them, so it's kind of silly to say, this is based on a true, I mean, they all are to an extent anyway. So this is on the album I put out back in 2017. Oh, well, I guess that's a good thing, right, Emiliano? Time flies when you're having fun. You say that we should meet sometime for coffee. Start off fresh and find out how we feel. My lips feel like they're crying out to kiss you. But my heart holds wounds that time still hasn't healed. I've moved along, I've even had a fling or two. Still I admit, in spite of all you put me through, now and then I still think about you. Now and then I want to call your name, hold you in my arms the way I used to way back when. But there's a world of pain, a world of change between now and then. I guess it's nice to hear you say you've missed me. I've missed you more than life the day you left. But you chose him, and I chose to keep living. Now I get along just fine here by myself. I'll find the strength to fall in love again someday, when I get to the point where where I don't have to say. Now and then, I still think about you. Now and then, I want to call your name and hold you in my arms the way I used to way back when. But there's a world of pain, a world of change between now and then. Wanna hold you in my arms the way I used to way back when. But there's a world of pain, a world of change between now and then. Well, thank you, Will. Thank you, Tilly. I'm so glad you liked the music, and thank you so much for the follow, and thank you, Smoke, for the follow. I'm so glad you like it, Manghost. And thank you, Gracelyn, for the follow. Thank you, Lakin. I'm so glad you like the song. Lindsay, thank you so much. I'm so glad you like what I'm doing here. Oh, you know, well, I was going to do this really meaningful song, but you know what I want to do instead? I'll do that later, I think. But I did this last time. I've been working on the song. I played it the other day where I had just finished it, but I'm still changing it. So I think maybe it's now finished. We'll see. But I really want to see if you like the song and if this is something worth like recording and releasing. Because I don't know. You know, I have two songs that are kind of similar in their subject matter. And the other one I have not released. They're different, but they're kind of similar. So I'm going to play this one. This one is brand spanking new. Yes, I have played for live audiences, although not recently because, you know, with my long COVID, I'm not going out anymore. I really like playing for live audiences. It's so much fun because then you can feel and see the reaction. Oh, thank you, Evan, for the rose. Thank you so much. So what was I going to do? Oh, yes, this brand new song. So tell me what you think of this. I checked my social media, scrolled through the latest news. As I create amnesia of the job I need to do. It's been like this for me all day. My nerves are off the charts. I need to find the words to say, and I don't know where to start. So I sit at my desk, big blank slate in my head, trying to get at it, trying not to panic, stuck inside this place I hate, wishing I could escape, 'cause I don't wanna face the fear of an empty page. You'd think that with my history I'd have a little trust in my own creativity. It feels like boom or bust. The problem is I'm making this about my self-esteem when I need to start taking this into the world of dreams. So I sit at my desk, big blank slate in my head, trying to get at it, trying not to panic, stuck inside this place I hate. Just one way to escape. Gotta force myself to face the fear of an empty page. I get my fingers moving and just one line, I'm suddenly producing, and I'm fine, emerging from that place I hate, making one more great escape. All I had to do was face the fear of an empty page. All I had to do was face the fear of an empty page. Oh, well, I'm glad you like this song. Well, if you're anywhere near New Jersey, I guess there's a chance. So, thank you, Christy, for the like. Well, it's a song about like writing songs, so I don't know how people relate to that. But I tried to write it so it's not specifically about writing songs. It's about any kind of job that you have to do that involves writing. Oh, hey, Maddie. Hey, scrambled egg. I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad that I'm an anti-choice kind of person. Just kidding. But I have another song about not writing songs. So it's like, do I want to have two songs? I have another version of this song that I made it about a relationship, but I didn't like it as much. So, it's like I already have a song about not wanting to write songs. Might as well play that one for you, and so you can compare them. Although the other one is really about being depressed, whereas this one is about... So this other one is really about beating depression. But it's still about not wanting to write a song. I can hardly lift a hand. It's such a strain to take a breath. So much effort just to stand. All I want to do is rest. I don't even know what I'm depressed about. Maybe it would help to let my feelings out. But I don't even want to write this song. It's such a struggle and I'm not that strong. I want to lay in bed all day long. I don't even want to write this song. I could fall to the abyss, or I could take this as a test. If you're listening to this, you'll know I somehow pushed ahead. I want to take what's in my heart and sing it to the world. But no matter what I say, feels like I'm never heard. So I don't even want to write this song. It's such a struggle and I'm not that strong. I want to lay in bed all day long. I don't even want to write this song. Maybe I'll make it, just taking it line by line. I can see it taking shape, rhyme by rhyme. I think I'm really gonna write this song. It's such a struggle, but I guess I'm strong. I wanna lay in bed all day long, but I think I'm gonna write this song. I wanna lay in bed all day long, but I think I'm gonna write this song. Looks like I'm really gonna write this song. I can't believe I'm gonna write this song. So, thank you, Lauren. You see, those songs are so kind of similar, though, and they kind of have the same ending, I just force myself to do it, and there I go, and I write one line, and so they're so... Well, I'm glad, that's what I write these songs, I have all these... I know I seem so happy and joyous all the time when I'm doing the live, because you all make me so happy, and I love sharing my music, but... I have depression and anxiety and all these things, so I write songs about these things, and hopefully it hopefully it inspires other people too. How long have I been writing music? Well, that's a really good question. And that leads me to another song, by the way. So I wrote my first song in 1983. And I've told this story many times, so if you've heard it before, well, I like to repeat myself, so don't. I like to tell stories, as you may know. But I had wanted to write songs for so many years. I had an older brother who was like always the musician in the family. So thank you, Claire. So, I've been telling this story on my TikTok, on the, oops, I'm not supposed to mention platforms because I'm streaming in multiple places. But I've been telling this story on all the platforms, actually. I've been posting these little videos telling my story. And so I had this older brother, and, I sort of started to take some guitar lessons when I was 10. That, I've told that story. And then I, just would rather play sports. So I played sports throughout high school and even into college, not varsity in college, but, and I finally got a guitar and started like learning songs in college. But my older brother was writing songs in high school, and oh God, I was so jealous. And finally, I was talking to him on the phone when I was 28 years old and I was in business school. I was studying for my MBA at the Wharton School. And he had just written another song, and I was like, I wish I could write songs. And he said, well, write one then. I'm like, well, I didn't think I knew how, but okay, why not? Sure, I'll just write one. So what am I going to write about? First music. Okay, so I just picked this simple three-chord, progression, the simplest one I could think of, first one that came to me. I thought, okay, so here I'm in business school my last semester, and my heart was totally not into this, by the way. I was in business school for all the wrong reasons. But, everybody's like frantically seeking employment, and it's like every conversation is, how's the job search? And I just was totally not into the whole thing, but that became the subject of the song, and I just recently found a recording I had made of this song, so I released it last month as a song. You can hear it on, it's on my website and on Spotify and everywhere. And it's the first song I ever wrote. I had to make a couple of little changes because there are certain outdated things I had to change. But my best piece of advice, somebody asked me that recently, and I thought about it, and I think the best piece of advice, I wouldn't have given this advice a while ago, but my best piece of advice is whatever it is you're doing, like especially your main gig, whether you're a student or you're an accountant or you're, cleaning floors at McDonald's, whatever you're doing, take it seriously and be as good as you can at it. And then if there's something else you want to do, be as good as you can at that. That's my best advice. So, what's it called? Well, let's see if I wrote it well. You should be able to tell what it's called from my playing it. So here it is. I packed my bags and I went off to school. It cost a lot of money, but I am no fool, 'cause everybody knows that you need an education to find a good career and wealth accumulation. Now I'm graduating and I'm looking for work. Nobody wants to hire me, I feel like a jerk. I'm searching, all I get is bad news. I'll tell you what it is, I got the job search blues. I show up for the interview, I walk up to the desk. I give my name, receptionist types it in and says, the boss will be here shortly. Make yourself at home, relax and have a seat while I call him on the phone. Instead I'm getting nervous, the tension it's a mountain. My palms are getting sweaty and my pulse rate it's a counting. I'm looking for rewards, but I'm paying my dues. I'm headed for another round of job search blues. A man comes down the hall, he shakes my hand. I hope he likes my grip, I hope he likes the way I stand. We go up to his office, sit down in a chair. I answer a few questions, then he gives me a stare. He says, I'm sorry, but you're not the one we're looking for. It's been nice meeting you, let me show you to the door. I don't know what went wrong, I'm still looking for clues. There's just no escaping from the job search blues. I get back home, there's a letter for me. The envelope said that it's from the company I spoke to last week, and I thought I had a chance, so I opened it up. It said, "Dear applicant, we enjoyed meeting you. Thanks for taking the time to come here and see us. We think that you're fine. It's just that, well, you see, there's a lot of competition, and we've hired someone else to fill the position." I fold the letter up, I add it to the pile with all the other dings I've been saving all the while. I think about my friends who were making 50 grand, but I'm a sitting here without an offer in hand. I guess I should be busy looking through recruiting sites to find some more positions to which I can apply. But something deep inside me says I won't be amused. I expect another dose of the job search blues. I wish that too. You know, Claire, you and me both wish that. Oh, thank you, Kiara, for the follow. Please share this with your friends if you're enjoying it. Well, you know, the views are, yeah. You know, I was telling my life story, you know, and about my music and how and then like I went off on this tangent because I had to put in this background to make the whole story. So I started talking about the sports I was playing. And, you know, I had this video about basketball and my jump shot and how my jump shot made a huge difference in my life and eventually actually affected my music. So I was telling this story about I had a really great jump shot. I mean, if I do say so myself, and, you know, my friends will tell you the same thing if you could talk to them. But, and it made me popular at this camp I went to and everything. So I was telling this story, and all of a sudden my views went up to 13,000. I thought, oh, great, I'm starting to, you know, get some traction. And I told this follow-up story, and that one got like about almost the same. And now I'm back down to like 400 on my new videos. So I don't get it. I don't know. I just keep doing what I'm doing and hope that people find me, I guess. These lives are so great, though. At least, you know, some people are finding out. You know, you're all finding out about me, and it's fun to do this. And I'm so glad you're here. And please share with your friends and tell your friends about me. Spread the word. And then we'll get it up to 100 million. And I'm going to have a new song coming out, by the way, next week. I'm not playing it yet. I'm holding back on you. And I'm hoping this new one will go viral because it's the kind of song that, you know, I played it for my fellow songwriters to get their feedback. And one of the people said, that's going to go viral. I'm like, that's exactly what I really hope so. But it's kind of a controversial song. It's kind of a controversial song that even if you don't like what I'm saying, you probably have to agree with it. So that's why I'm thinking that. So let's see. Let's see what we can do. As some of you know, if you've been following me, I have to usually sign off. The last few times actually have been pretty good. I've managed to keep it going for an hour, which maybe I'm getting better, but I have long COVID, so I have chronic fatigue. And so I usually am limited in how long I can go. But this week I've done more lives than ever, and I've done them longer. And so far, I'm not doing too badly. I do have a song about that. But I was promising to play this other song, so I don't know. I don't know if it matters to you because you don't know any of my songs anyway. You want to hear my song about long COVID? I wrote this. The challenge was like I'm trying to write a song about long COVID, and I don't want to use the word COVID because who wants to sing the word COVID? I can't even imagine singing the word COVID. So I thought, well, how about virus? I'm like, you know, that's almost as bad. I just don't want to sing the word virus. So I wrote it without either of those words. And the way I got started was actually long COVID is also known as long haul COVID. So I thought that's the title. And I came up with the title and kind of the melody came at the same time because it just seems to fit. I just want my head on a pillow, my body flat out on a bed. The afternoon sun through my window, tired, feeling half dead. I thought it would pass like a cold or a flu. I can't believe the nightmare this has turned into. It's a long haul, an uphill marathon with a lead ball. I have to drag along like an endless climb, a daily grind with all the strength I can find. It's a long haul, one small step at a time. I truly hate the whole notion of learning to live like this. I'm gonna have to keep hoping someday the fog will lift. If you know how I feel, you're not in this alone. You got someone who cares, someone who knows. It's a long haul, an uphill marathon with a lead ball. I have to drag along like an endless climb, a daily grind with all the strength I can find. It's a long haul, one small step at a time. I wish more people were aware there's real danger in the air, and it's a long haul, one small step at a time. Thank you so much for the follow. Lemon for the share. Thank you, Scrambled Eggs. I'm glad you like these songs. Delilah, thank you for the follow. Mia, thank you for the share. And Lil, thank you for the follow. And Claire, thank you for the share. And Trinity, thank you for the follow. And Tim Tom, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you like that. I'm always hesitant to play that because I just feel like people are going to be bored if they, if they don't have long COVID, if they don't know anybody who has it. But I'm glad you like it. I know some people have requested it and some people have told me that they followed me just because of that song. So, yeah, that's the problem, Claire, is I'm having a hard time scheduling these lives because of the chronic fatigue. Like I'm planning, today I want to go live at 4 o'clock is probably a really great time to go live, or 5 o'clock. And then 4 o'clock comes around and I'm exhausted and I have to lie down. So I really want to be able to schedule these. But so far I'm just doing them when I have the energy. I don't know, maybe soon I'll be able to schedule it, because this past week, I don't want to, knock on wood, but usually I've had to end these after 30 minutes, and the last couple of times I've made it past an hour, and it's 49 minutes right now. I don't know, I'm starting to get a little tired. The problem is with this is there's this post-exertional malaise, it's called. So if I overexert, the fatigue comes back and it's worse. And the problem is it's post-exertional. It means you don't know it until it's too late. It happened already. Thank you so much. My screen is not scrolling, so I'm missing a bunch of these. A lot of people. We got 400, that many? I'm so glad. Thank you, Lauren. Great. I'm glad you have notifications, Michael. Thank you, Lauren. I'm so happy to hear this. You know, it makes my day when I get this kind of feedback. Here we are. Oh, a request. I love getting requests for my original songs. I love playing that song too. Here we are. Hey, I'm okay, Reese. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. Yeah, well, it's still a struggle. And actually, my wife has COVID now, and I'm like, I hope she doesn't get long COVID. She's been sick for 2 weeks already. So I'm starting to get a little tired, but about the moon. Oh, yeah, Slow Down Moon. Well, I had a request first for Here We Are, and then I will do... You know, I actually thought maybe I can do that. I actually have a little screen I can put up there that says intermission. But I don't know, maybe I'll just do a couple more because I have 2 requests and I love getting requests for my songs. So this song is actually about my wife and it's a celebration of our relationship that started under unlikely circumstances, made it through some tough times, and more than 3 decades later, we're still together. And we were both thousands of miles from our respective homes when we met. So we're from different countries. Even though we came from such different worlds, at that one single time and place on earth, there we were. Now somehow, when so many years have flown, look around at this place that we call home. Here we are, day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Through those times when it all seemed way too much, and it felt like both of us had enough, still here we are. Cry or laugh at the things we did back then, still it all comes down to this in the end. Here we are, day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Here we are. Of all places we both could be, here we are. Oh, thank you, Lemon, for the share. Hey, Lainey. Thank you, Lauren. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Marcella, for the follow. So my music is, I have a website, SethHillaryJackson.com. Plus I'm on Spotify and all the streaming platforms, and I have YouTube. And you can actually download my music from my website for free at the moment anyway. It's actually name your price. You can pay nothing, or you can pay as much as you want to show your support. And I just clicked on the wrong button, and now this video recorder is starting up. And it's okay. Now I got to shut it down. There it is. I'm so glad you like that song. You know, I'm really proud of that. Well, I'm proud of a lot of my songs, but that one, it was really hard for me to write that song. For some of them are harder than others. But once I got it, it became, I wrote several versions of it, and I'm like, this is, I wrote it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. And then this is great. And then I go to bed, I'm like, I get up the next morning, I'm like, yeah, this is terrible. I threw it out and rewrote it again. And once I finally figured out how to really start it, then it came. But what I really like about this song, besides the fact that it feels good and, hey, honky tonk, besides the fact that it feels good to sing and I like it, but I also feels like I said a lot and I told a lot of a story in very few words. And that's something that, songwriters often strive to do. It's hard to do. Okay, Lauren, well, thank you so much for being here. And please tell your friends about me and Mia, if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so glad. Thank you for the follows. And please tell your friends. And thank you, Nini, for the share. Thank you, Avery. So I had a request for another song. I had another request. I didn't forget. So I did this song the other night. This song has not been released, by the way. I may release it at some point. It's just, it takes me so long to record and release a song. I'm doing everything myself, and it just takes really a long time. But I really like the song, and I guess others do too. And this one, actually, of all the songs I've done today, this is the first one I'm doing that was co-written. So I wrote it with another person. Most of the songs you hear on the radio are co-written, and I was going to Nashville, Tennessee, and writing a lot of country songs, and I was also writing pop songs, and most of the songs are co-written. So this one, my co-writer is an incredibly talented woman. Her name is Olivia West, and she used to have a YouTube. It's probably still there. She's not only an amazing songwriter, she's also a really great singer. And so if you go to her YouTube and check her out, tell her I sent you. I think she also does this song still. Waking up while the world's asleep, so alive, just her and me, a blanket of stars and a bed of clover. Feel her heartbeat in her chest. I want to savor every breath. Before I know it, it'll all be over. Time is slipping away. Couldn't you just stay? Slow down, moon, I'm begging you. Please let this night go on and on. You're going down too soon. I've got her where she wants me now. Don't let the sun intrude. Slow down, moon. I'm not ashamed to be afraid of the dawn of another day, when the night has been this good. Well, I don't know what I'm in for. All I know is I want more. I'd make it last forever if I could. But time is slipping away. Couldn't you just stay? Slow down, moon, I'm begging you. Please let this night go on and on. You're going down too soon. I've got her where she wants me now. Don't let the sun intrude. Slow down, moon. Could there be nights like this on other days? Well, I'm hoping so, but just in case. Slow down, moon, I'm begging you, please let this night go on and on. You're going down too soon. I've got her where she wants me now. Don't let the sun intrude. Slow down moon. I've got her where she wants me now. Don't let the sun intrude. Slow down moon. Slow down moon. Please slow down moon. Oh, thank you so much for the roses, Avery. And 30 roses, my goodness. Michaela, you are so awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sarah. I'm glad you liked the song. Thank you, Josie, for the follow and for the nice comment. Thank you, Linny, for the follow, and Max for the follow. I know I'm going backwards. I'm going backwards on these messages screen here. Hello, Linny. I already said thank you. Now I'm saying hello. And thank you so much, Mia, for the share. I'm so glad. I can't read your name. Ari? Does that say Ari? I don't know. I have my vision's blurry and the screen is a little far away. You know, I'm showing my age. My eyes aren't what they used to be. So, I am getting tired. It is getting late. But I'm having so much fun. I just don't want to stop, but I may have to. Maybe I can do one more. What should I do? If I do one more, what would it be? Oh, you know, I have this other song I wrote with Olivia, but I haven't written down the chords to it yet and memorized it. Otherwise, I would play that one. I could do another country song. I'm going to do this country song because this one, this is one of the ones, you know, I was going to Nashville, Tennessee a lot. Hey, Bryson, thank you. Hope to see you next time. Okay, Ada, I will do one more just for you. And Gracelyn, just for you. But this is a country song. And, you know, I was going to Nashville like 4 times a year, and then it became 3 after my kids were born. But still, I was going, and I was writing with people there, and I was pitching to publishers. And I had several almost opportunities for my big break. And, you know, some of them got messed up because of the music business and bad luck. And I have to admit, I messed up several of them on my own. I really would have made it if I had not screwed things up so badly. But I still can make it. It's still possible. I still have some of these songs out there. But this one was getting a lot of attention. And I used to get requests for this at this writer's night. And it's really, to get a request, I mean, they have these writer's nights all over Nashville. And to get a request is like an incredible honor because there are all these writers, they're all of them doing their songs, and everybody wants them to, you know, everybody's trying to show up their songs. And there's just so many writers doing so many songs. And the fact that people would request this song really meant a lot to me. And I actually had this publisher tell me that I shouldn't play this song out anymore because there was this thing going around Nashville where there was these rumors that you know, successful writers were going around stealing songs. And they'd go out to writers' nights to hear ideas and songs and steal them. And he says, don't play this out because somebody's going to steal it. Well, you know, if I don't play it for you guys, nobody's ever going to hear it. So, well, that's not true. I guess I can still pitch it. But, I mean, this is 90s country, so they're not even doing songs like this anymore. That Echo Canyon, it's always the same. On this ledge where she stood and called out my name. This big empty silence is all that I hear. but the memory of her voice is so clear. She said, I love you, love you, love you, at Echo Canyon. But her words faded away on the wind. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to me again and again. This used to be heaven, the wide open space, and the sun's golden rays on her pretty face. The endless horizon and the longing to roam led her far from these hills where we built our home. She said, I love you, love you, love you, at Echo Canyon. But her words faded away on the wind. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to me again and again. The mountaintops cry as the big lonesome sky stretches on and on. They're repeating to me, boy, you'd better believe that she's gone. She's gone. She said, I love you, love you, love you, at Echo Canyon. But her words faded away on the wind. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to me again and again, again and again, at Echo Canyon. 20,000 likes. All right. We did it. Thank you, Liddy. Thank you. Oh, Maria, for the rose. Thank you so much for the rose. Oh, and Kenta, I hope to see you next time. Thank you, Ashlyn, for the follow. Who did I miss? I mean, this is all scrolling so fast. Oh, okay. Avery, thanks for the follow. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Liddy. Yeah, I love singing that song. It's really fun. Yes, I'm on Spotify. I also have a website. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Mia. Tell all your friends about me. Spread the word. Help me go viral. I want to go I want to be, I actually have a song. I actually have a video out there also. I have a song called I Want to Go Viral. It's very short. It's 45 seconds long. It's just a silly little thing. But it's true. I want to go viral. I keep hearing that on this platform that I look like Jim Carrey. So now I have to do one more song. I have to do another country song, because whenever somebody mentions Jim Carrey, I have to do the song. Because have you seen his movie Dumb and Dumber? Oh, thank you, Lila, for the follow. Lila Dyer. So, have you seen the movie Dumb and Dumber? It's like one of the funniest. It's so stupid. It is it's so stupid, but it's still one of the funniest movies ever made. So when I was writing songs for Nashville, one of the important things, like a lot of the songs, that are written for the radio, you know, the two writers would, well, they've changed it. It's done differently nowadays. But, you know, two writers, sometimes three, would sit in a room. They'd have a writing appointment, and they'd bring in titles, usually. And they'd go, okay, what do you got? And you throw out titles, and they'd find one that both of you like. No, I have not heard of Aubrey Wyatt. So I was having this discussion about what makes a good title. And somebody said, well, you know, Dumb and Dumber was a great movie title, although it wouldn't be a good song title, they said. And as soon as I heard that, my mind just like jumped into gear. And I had this idea, yes, it would make a good song title. I got to prove them wrong now. So I wrote this song. And it goes like this. I should say, I almost got my big break on this song too several times. And I've had requests for this one at those writers' nights. I had the whole writers' night singing along with me one night. When it comes to my heart, I always use my head. I don't get involved because I know how insane love gets. I read the book about Venus and Mars with my feet firmly on Earth. But I fell for her and blew it real bad and messed it up worse. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. She's a homecoming queen. She's the 4th of July. One look at her and I was stark raving out of my mind. We lit a flame till my brain stepped in and said, get a grip on yourself. Now I gotta see her holding hands with somebody else. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, oh man, did I catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. I used logic, I take calculated risks, but I didn't count on wanting her like this. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, oh man, did I catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Liddy. Thank you, Gannon. You love Trump? Well, I'm not going to say anything about that at this moment. We'll just have to agree to disagree on that, I guess. Thank you, Amy. I'm so glad you like it. Oh, cool. You should continue learning to play guitar. Oh, Abby, I would love to play more songs. I don't know if I should, though. It's getting late and I'm getting tired. And as I mentioned earlier, I have chronic fatigue because I have long COVID. And I strongly encourage you to do everything you can to avoid getting COVID, because if you get long COVID, you will really regret it. And thank you, Patrick, for the follow. And they say that, you know, the more times you get COVID, the more your chance goes up of getting long COVID. Thank you so much, Mia. And I hope to see you at my next live, which I can't say when it will be, but hopefully soon. Because I can't schedule these because of my chronic fatigue, but I'm working on it. I would love to keep going, but I think I'm going to have to end for now. And I really appreciate, oh, UD Reps. Oh, I'm sorry I missed your comment. You're probably gone by now. You know, I have all these different screens to look at, so it's hard to catch all the comments. But I really appreciate all being here. And so I'm just, you know, going live when I can. And I will hope to see you next time, everybody. And thank you so much. Don't forget to follow me on whatever platform you're on and on Spotify. And go to my website, SethHillaryJackson.com. You can download my music and more. You can buy merch. You can sign up for my newsletter. And there is a link in my bio that'll take you to a smart link that has all my, you know, has my website and my Spotify and several streaming platforms and all my social media. So you can all follow me there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here again. This has been so much fun. I hope so too. Lila Dyer. You know, there were these three sisters, the Dyer sisters, and they had a band called Mr. Dyer's Daughters. And I was one of their two writers. And they were like, they had some serious management behind them. And they were looking for a record deal, and they had a big showcase in Nashville. But unfortunately, they did not get their record deal. So that was another, you know, near big break I almost had. But they did get themselves in a movie, singing one of the songs we wrote together. There's a movie called Letters from a Killer, and it was the last movie that Patrick Swayze ever made. And the Dyer sisters, Mr. Dyer's Daughters, are in that movie on a stage in a bar singing a song called Daddy Tried that I wrote with them. Although the credits have two songs mixed up because I have a friend who was their other writer, and he wrote a song with them called Desire, and both those songs were in the movie, and they have the credits reversed. They show my name as being a writer on Desire and his name being on Daddy Tried, but that's actually backwards. And I'm so glad you like the stories. So I know I don't want to leave, so I'm just yapping away because I really like being here with you all. But anyway, good night, and I'll see you next time.